Americans of Reddit, would you vote for an openly atheist presidential candidate? Why or why not? My man, this is Reddit. Asking Reddit if they'd vote for an atheist, I feel like the answer would be obvious. Not an American, but interestingly, according to this survey on 1,006 people from 2007, being atheist was the worst thing you could be as a candidate. Of the things asked, with only 45% of people saying they'd vote for one. I wouldn't not vote for someone just because they were atheist. Sure, if I agreed with their policy. I don't care what a candidate's religion is unless they're inflicting it on others. Better an open atheist than a fake Christian. I mean, I'm an atheist, so that's not exactly a deal breaker for me. Makes no difference to me. Yes. For the same reasons I'd vote for a woman or someone not white. Because I agree with their platform and believe they could competently perform the job. Their religion, or lack thereof, does not factor into my voting at all. I really don't care. Admitting they're an atheist would be considered political suicide in this country. Thus I'm sure I've voted for plenty of atheists already, and I probably would again as long as I agreed with their policies. Yes, because I'm not voting for a pastor, I'm voting for a president. Christian here. Yup. Separation of church and state. No place for religion in politics. I'm a Christian, but I'd be happy to vote them in if they are a good pick for the job and I agreed with their policies. As a person who was raised Catholic and still very much believes in God and just about every spiritual thing out there, yes, if I agreed with their policies. I don't care what someone's religious beliefs, or lack thereof, are if I agree with them politically. As someone who doesn't believe in any higher power anyways. Yes, of course. Definitely. I'll vote for whichever candidate has political beliefs that align with my own and who I believe will help to bring positive progress into this country regardless of their religion or lack thereof. Yes, I would, so long as they abide by both freedom of and from religion. Yo-op, put this in our polls. Their job is to do what's in the best interest of citizens of this country. Religious beliefs shouldn't be a factor when you're deciding who to vote for. I'm a Christian. Depends on if he agrees with my policies. Yeah, it's none of my business. We have freedom of religion here, and for me that includes freedom of lack of religion. As long as he treats the various religions in this country with respect despite his lack of beliefs, then I don't see a problem. Edit. Or she. If that was their only platform, then no. Because I need some idea of what the hell you're actually going to do in office. And atheist tells me very little. If they had a coherent platform I agreed with, then sure. Why not? Sure. Because this is supposed to be America, where one of our rights is freedom of religion. So the government shouldn't have any involvement with any religions. Fuck yes! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Separation of church and state. Tax all churches. Religion is a cult. Their religion doesn't matter, unless it interferes with their ability to do the job they're being elected to do. Religion doesn't belong in politics, as there should be a separation of church and state. What does? the candidates stand for? What is the candidate's goals? Are they actually concerned for the little guys struggling? Can they be easily bought and swayed to screw us over? Also, would they try to shove their personal beliefs on all of us? It's annoying to hear some preachy crap about God, just as much as it is to hear why you shouldn't believe in God. I'm not a religious person, so I really don't care what you do or don't practice, follow, believe. Your own personal belief system is a personal thing. Be you do you. And as long as it isn't interfering with someone else's rights to live, believe, have at it. Why should religion be in politics? Would I vote for an atheist? Yes, I would also vote for a Christian, a Catholic, a Muslim or Buddhist. What I wouldn't vote for is someone who felt the need to keep advertising their faith, or who kept putting their faith front and center as the reason they're best for the job. That's why I generally don't vote for Republicans. I'm baffled by people who judge a political candidate by his religious beliefs. Separation of church and state. People. This is 2022. Christian here. I believe strongly in the separation of church and state. Yes, because I DC about religious beliefs, I care about what their plans would be to improve things. Definitely. It depends on their policies. I'd really prefer an atheist in office. A million times yes, if an atheist has morality, ethics, it because they choose to. Which, in my opinion, is superior to doing good deeds out of a fear of God. Since I would vote for an openly Christian or Jewish president, I would also vote for an atheist, if she had good morals and policies. I'm freaking ready for this. I'm so tired of candidates announcing their religion like it automatically makes their good policy makers. I'd prefer an atheist to a fake Christian like Trump. As a devout Christian, I absolutely would. Why? Because my religious beliefs are deeply important to me and have no place in politics. Absolutely yes. Then we might finally actually practice the separation of church and state. Crazy, right? Yes. Religion doesn't belong in politics. We were not founded as a Christian nation. I wish Supreme Court justices were atheists. I didn't know that I could give negative fucks about something until now. We've already been voting for closeted atheists for decades. This would be a nice change of pace. I dunno why you even asked this op. This is Reddit. It's not exactly a bastion of Puritan fundy Christians or Muslims. As a European, this post sounds FC King insane. I think we are at the point where we'd vote on a banana if it put an R or D next to its name. We've been voting for closeted atheists this whole time, my friend. Realistically, how many of the presidents are actually God-fearing people? Are we supposed to believe Trump gives a shit about the teachings of Christianity? You can't come out and say you're atheist, but I bet you there have been some in the past. It would actually be a breath of fresh air to not have to kowtow to the religious voters. Unfortunately, that's just not going to happen in this country for quite a while. In a fucking heartbeat, because religious nonsense would be out of lawmaking. And more facts would be used to decide policy. Bernie Sanders is about as close as it comes. Because he does not let religion cloud his politics. I would vote for a president that doesn't let their religion or lack thereof, color their policy decisions. Does that count? Yes, because you don't need to believe in a deity to be a moral, ethical person with a conscience. If I were American, the last thing I would do is vote for someone openly religious. Actually, I wouldn't vote at all until they presented me with a serious atheist candidate. Religion in politics is a poison. As we all know, professing faith and being saved is no obstacle to promoting racist, sexist policies that further victimize the poor and underrepresented. If people of faith can be complete bastards, it stands to reason that a person with no religious beliefs can be a good person. As many atheists say, they act righteous because it is the right thing to do, not because they expect to be rewarded for it. I'd also add that some politicians are simply faking their religious bona fides to appeal to voters. It's not possible to be a follower of Christ and turn around and champion policies that are cruel and divisive. I'll be a contrarian. No, I wouldn't vote for an atheist despite being atheist myself. The reason is that I know that an openly atheist candidate has no chance of winning and it would throw my vote away.